Hi Aries, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your weekly reading I'm doing it for the 15th through to the 21st. But it's whenever you watch it. Tarot finds you at the time you're supposed to hear the message. So I'm trying a slightly different angle this week. All the normal housekeeping stuff's down below, by the way. It's always down below. Yeah, I'm trying a slightly different angle this week because I'm trying to swap my room around because I need to do something else entirely now. So we are just seeing how this works. If this doesn't work, it may be different again next week. But I kind of like that you can see the cards on the table. So I'm going to be showing you more of your cards as you're getting readings, because I feel like just looking at me talking all the time isn't always helpful. But we'll see how it goes. I may go back. Let's see. But let's see what we've got for Aries for this week, please. Can I have a card for Aries for this week? You have the High Priestess. I have this tattooed on the bottom of my back, my tramp stamp tattoo. I have a passion flower. Passion flowers are beautiful. This is a card of trusting your instincts this week, Aries, because I don't think you've been trusting your intuition enough. If you are, you need to be learning how to tap in and trust your intuition. I'm trying to think of a way to explain how to do that. It's the reaction you have before your head gets involved, basically. Your gut will tell you one thing and your head will tell you another. It's the head over heart decision, right? One, you know that's hard, but you know in your heart you're supposed to take it, and then your head gets involved and gives you a different option, and you tend to follow your head. It's about trusting that other option that you know is hard, but it's so worth it. You have the Harvester of Cups. Oh my god, you are supposed to be tapping into possibly tarot 2 or runes or some sort of divination, or there's some sort of you're an empath, basically, Aries. If you're watching this, you're an empath. You pick up on other people's energies, good and bad. That is a blessing and a curse. I am an empath myself, and it is a blessing and a curse, to the point where I can go into a supermarket skipping and jumping and excited and having a great day. 2 aisles in, I can be crying, having a panic attack that is not my panic attack, by the way, because it's not even my head thoughts even gone there. Crying, overwhelmed. And sometimes I just turn the corner and I'll be like, see the person that is feeling like that, and I'll be like, that's not me issue. And it's very hard, because you feel it's hard to differentiate in the beginning between what are your actual genuine emotions and what are somebody else's that you're picking up. With regards to protecting yourself from that, I would always recommend, because personally for me it works, carrying black tourmaline. I don't use black tourmaline on my table or my area when I'm reading, because I do actually need to tap into people's energies in order to do tarot readings. So yes, I protect myself in another way, but I need to be able to tap in. But black tourmaline is really good at mopping up negative emotions, grounding you as well, because sometimes when you feel other people's emotions and even your own, it's very overwhelming. So if you ever have a sense of overwhelm, it's really good to have a piece of tourmaline on you. But yeah, this is really suggesting that you're an empath, and start looking into researching what that means for you, because I think when you research what that means and the traits of an empath, you will go, oh my god, yes, that's me. You kind of just want to help everybody. The worst thing about being an empath is you want to help everybody because it hurts so much, but because you're in that place, it's like, oh, you're not always super effective at doing that. But as an Aries, you are quite results based. Like you will keep going. Like, I want that. I want to fix this. The frustrating thing is you won't be able to fix people. They need to fix themselves. So what you need to be, your result needs to be, is I need to help them go and find the tools that they need in order to fix themselves. So yeah, your successful outcome in that situation is I've given them the tools. You can't do more than that. You cannot fix somebody's healing, because they have to do that themselves. So you can only give them the tools. Yeah, Guardian of Swords. So maybe you're supposed to be a counsellor. Maybe you've been drawn to being a counsellor, or a life coach possibly, so that you can help people more directly with solving their issues. But I'm really getting counsellor, medical. Maybe you've considered being, I don't know, a mental health nurse or a mental health practitioner. But yeah, there's something about you. You're naturally empathic, so you can feel how people need help, or at least sense that people need help. And you're quite intuitive. Like, you often read between the lines. Like, somebody will say something's wrong, and you'll be like, you're not. Or somebody will say something, and you'll be like, no, something's not right with that. And it's almost like you feel like you're suspicious of people, but you're not. What it is it's your gut telling you that something is between the lines that needs to be made aware of. And that's what you get. It's just learning how to assess that. Yeah, finding the balance between what's you and what's them. It can make you feel like you're going crazy sometimes. Yeah, you're supposed to be some sort of crisis help for people. Ten of Swords, when they're at their lowest and they're at their bottom. But you need to be very clear to distinguish between throwing in a life ring to help them save themselves from drowning, and being the life ring and drowning with them. It's a case of, you need to give them the tools, give them the life ring in order for you to be able to help guide them back to shore, rather than you diving in and both of you drowning. So I'm really getting that. I don't know if this is a situation where you need to signpost somebody for help, like something's wrong and you want to help them, and at the moment you're kind of getting too involved, too attached to the situation, because you can feel it because you're an empath, and because you can feel it, you're more invested in it, but you need to kind of detach yourself from it slightly, and signpost them to where they need to go, give them the tools. So if it's a case if they're struggling with their mental health, give them the contact details for Mind, which is a charity here in the UK or similar, where they can talk through their mental health crisis. There are services where you can text people to get get a bit of support. So give them all the information that you can to get them that help. I'm really getting that it's a mental health emotional crisis that this person's going through. You can't directly help them unless you are a therapist or a counsellor. Maybe this situation that's currently going on has made you consider, like, maybe I should be a therapist, a hypnotherapist, or a counsellor, or something similar. But you cannot help them directly in this situation, and that's what you have to learn. Maybe once this has made you realise that you want to be able to help people in this way, but right in this situation with this person, you can't help them, and it's weighing off the guilt that you can't help them, because you shouldn't feel guilty. You're not capable. It's not your job divinely, your job in this situation to help them. Absolutely, it's going to trigger you off forward to look at how you can help people in that way, but your job in this situation is to send the help where it needs to go. For example, yesterday I was performing Reiki on my husband, and there was something when I got to his headspace that I was like, what is that? I could feel that something was there, something was being held onto, and I'm like, what is that? And as I was doing it, I was told by my guide, you don't need to know what it is. It's not your job to know what it is. Your job is just to channel the energy. And I was like, of course. And I just needed that kick, like, it's not my job to fix that problem, know what that problem is and dissect it up and deal with it. It's just my job to send the Reiki so that the Reiki can help. And that's kind of what you need to do. You are the channel that gives them the information so that they can get that help. You are the connecting force between them and their problem and the solution for them to put the two together. You are the middleman in this. You are the channel of information, basically, in this situation. Going forward, the fact that you're learning from this, and you might want to go into a career with counselling and therapist or whatever it is, so you can help people in the future in that situation, absolutely go and have a look into that. But in this situation, you are the channel to connect the two. You are the conduit between them and the help they need. You are not the help they need. You are the conduit. I hope that makes sense, Aries. And I think you came here looking for a reason, like how to help them, but you can't help them in this situation. I don't know if you're too personally involved, if it's a partner or like a best friend or whatever, but you can't help with this one. It needs to be somebody else. So you need to go and research, be the signpost that sends them to where they can get that help. I hope that's been of at least some help for you, Aries. Hopefully I'll see you again next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.